Welcome back to Tasman Travels. In this episode we find an epic lakeside camp in Central Otago, spend a few hot summer days by the water and hit some incredible bike trails exploring this stunning part of New Zealand. If you're new here, we're Tom and George, living full-time in our Australis caravan as we travel around Aotearoa, sharing the very best spots we discover.
Good morning.
Oh, Tom, you have to tell me before you do stuff.
Morning.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. A little bit hungover today.
Are you?
Only a little bit. It was a great night though we had. Oh, look at these views.
Yeah, that's pretty.
So we're on our way to Roxburgh this morning, and the drive is pretty special. Unique sort of deserty landscape, isn't it?
Yeah.
We're not sure if we're staying at the Freedom Camp Pinders Pond. We'll check that out first. And see what it's like. If not, there's a few options we've got. Let's take a look. So we've just stopped to fill up water at the dump station in Roxburgh. Pretty scenic. Just waiting for these people to finish. And yeah, looks pretty nice around this area. Nice and quiet. Pinders Pond, a former gold mine. Oh. So we got to Pinders Pond and it's packed. PPP. And there's also ambulance and fire here who have just arrived. So I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah, very busy. There are still spots here, but Jordan's not overly keen. We're just thinking what we're going to do. Not too sure. Oh, they're off again.
I think it's a drill, I don't think it's real.
Fire.
Now, what have they done?
No, I think false alarm or something. Maybe they needed the ambulance more than the fire. They're off. So we're all set up. We've got a primo spot. I think it's the best spot. It's on quite a wonk, going down that way, but we've managed to get level because we've got this bit here. No one's going to come and park next to us because it's really uneven. So we've got a huge area right next to us and everyone else is just chock-a-block squeezed in, whereas we've got our own big section on this hill. So right over here there's a big river which is fast flowing, and then Pinders Pond. We're about to go for a dip. This was packed earlier.
Well, nobody's there.
And now it's nice and empty.
Let's go swimming.
Hold on, you got this. All that you wanted is on the other side, and you're gonna find that it's rough and it's wild, but it's worth every mile.
Pinders Pond may look like a tranquil lake, but in fact it's one of the deepest swimming holes in Central Otago, reaching depths of up to 65 metres with sudden drop-offs. It's actually totally man-made and an old gold mining sluice pit that was filled with water. So we've got our cinch bikes out this morning, met some lovely followers last night and had a few drinks with them, talking all things Australis down here. It's emptied out a little bit this morning, which is nice. So yeah, we do the Clutha Gold Trail just to get to Roxburgh. Then we'll do the Roxburgh Gorge Trail, the other end of the one we didn't do the other day, because you can only do part of it without getting a boat. Hopefully the weather holds out. It's spitting a little bit, so we'll see how far we get. This is the flow up that we can use with the bikes, and you put your destination in and you can choose which route you want. We've chose the scenic route, which is the trails, and it says hour and a half to get there, 27 kilometers, so it should be good. And then you just click go, and then you can mount this on somewhere, or you can actually just use the screen, which is what I use. And it comes up with directions. Track is literally right behind our camp. The Clutha Gold Trail is an official great ride of New Zealand following the mighty Clutha River with spectacular scenery and historic settlements. If you were to bike the whole length, it's 135 kilometres long and takes between 2 and 4 days to complete. It's a very easy level 1 to 2 track with some undulating sections, and we had a blast. Having so many off-the-road tracks like these around Central Otago and New Zealand is amazing. We get to see so much more of the country than we otherwise would, away from traffic and people. So we just made it to the Clutha Dam. We've done 16 k's on the bike, riding time for 50 minutes, and we're just over halfway to the end point. Actually, I think we've got to ride over the dam, and then this will be the end of the Gold Trail and then the start of the other track. Having fun, baby?
Is there a cafe here? Or coffee?
I'll have a look. Wow, so powerful. Shall we go for a swim? The last section of our journey took us onto the Roxburgh Gorge track, which is just 34 kilometres in length, split in the middle and linked by a jet boat transfer which you can book and take your bikes on to complete the whole track. We did the other end of this track in our last video, skipping the jet boat altogether. It's known for its dramatic arid scenery and gold mining history. It feels like you're in a different country altogether, not much out here. Jordan's got his kippers.
Kippers. Indeed.
Just having a little break. It's quite a long one, this one, isn't it? Creek. We made it. Took us, what, a couple of hours, was it? An hour and 45 minutes and 30 kilometres. So this is as far as you can go on this track. This is where the water taxi can pick you up to take you onto the other half. The track is a bit more windy and tricky in places, grade 2 to 3, but the bikes killed it and you can really pick up some speed on the downhills. We only saw a couple of other people on this track and we highly rate it. We turned around and biked the same way back to the campsite. The whole ride took us 3.5 hours riding time and a total of 61 kilometres. Our longest ride yet. We still had juice on the bikes, but we were pretty tired after this. What have you found, Jodie?
Our audio went on this bit for some reason, but basically the people we were camped next to had their dog off the lead, and so the dog kept going into the bush and hunting baby rabbits and killing them. Wasn't the nicest thing to see. I managed to catch one to try to protect it, and when it was safe again, we released it. It wasn't nice, and it's a good example of not having your dog under control. On a lighter note, some other campers we had met left us with some home kill venison back steak, which we chucked on the cob, super tender and tasty.
Morning.
Pinders Pond.
Pinders Pond. So we've been here for a few days and we thought we'd take you for a walk around the campsite.
So the reason we chose it is because it's free. There's a lake and it sits right on the Clutha Gold Trail, so the biking or walking route.
Yeah.
So we've done a couple of different bike rides from here and it's been awesome.
So you can bike either way down the river basically. So one way goes to Roxburgh and then the other way goes to Miller's Flat, and you can even keep going past there. It's a great easy bike track, and that's literally a few steps behind the campsite where we're parked.
Yeah,
we're actually walking it now.
We say it's free, but there is an Iron Maiden for a donation, so you should really put a donation in there because it's really nice.
Yeah.
There's 2 portaloos there.
All the camping is along this bit, and then the lake's on this side, which you're not supposed to camp next to. So you're only meant to stay here for 3 nights, and not sure if you're meant to be self-contained, but dogs are allowed here, which is cool. And then this is the lake. So we wasn't overly keen on this place when we turned up because it was so busy, but it's quieting down a bit now.
It has, yeah. You're still getting people, day users coming in each morning.
It says on the NZMCA app that dogs are meant to be on leads, but not many people have them on leads, so I don't really know what the rules really are.
A lot of people don't care.
What a day it's turned out to be. I've been cleaning the van the whole day this morning using the Polaris pressure washer, which you just dip in a bucket and jet wash the caravan. I've also jet washed the bikes and the car. It's taken like 10-20 buckets of water from the lake, all clean now. It's not been done for like a month, and now it's getting hot, so we're going for a dip in the lake. Good morning. It's a stonker today. It's going to be a really hot one. So we're going down the other side of the track, down the other side of the river. It's a lot shorter the other way, I think, so maybe just like a 45-minute journey to get there. And unfortunately yesterday I fell over and hurt my wrist.
Because it's a silly sausage.
I think it's just a sprain. Feels better today, but
I'm just going to fill the water bottle.
I just don't want to put too much pressure on it, so I'll take it easy on the bike. It's still very busy here, people coming and going, and should be a nice day.
Except for when I'm changing lane.
So Tommy and I always said we could live in a church, not religious at all, we just appreciate the architecture. And this is for sale for 700 grand.
Yeah.
Where are we? Near Millie's Flat, is it? Or
Miller's Flat.
Miller's Flat. And it's gorgeous.
So they've turned it into accommodation at the moment, but inside's really nice.
Plenty of space for the caravan and the ute and other things.
Yeah.
But we'd have to get rid of the ramp because why they did it in concrete. And
The ramp's horrible, but that's okay.
Lovely. Love it.
Yeah. Even kept all the stained glass windows as well.
Never simple when I'm changing lanes.
Miller's Flat is a quiet town in Central Otago with a population of around 100 people. Lots of cool old buildings, but really not much that we could find to do here. So we stopped for some loaded fries at the historic family-owned Miller's Flat Tavern before heading back.
Oh, your heavy load. Honey, you and I can find a windy road and let's travel.
Beautiful day here. It's been a scorcher today. The clouds have just come over. Not really done too much, just relaxed. Went for a jog and had a few dips. But now I'm cooking outside. Cooking on the induction. Doing a curry, red paste, chopped tomatoes, red kidney beans, onions, sweet corn, beetroot, garlic and broccoli, and then quinoa instead of rice. So just a veggie curry or one cabbage. Yeah, should be good. We've got our curry, looks delish. Got our quinoa. There we go, and I put some leftover salad on the side. Yum yum. And we're off. Just started raining this morning for the first time in ages. It's been an amazing stay. Definitely recommend this one. Thanks so much for watching. Catch you in the next one where we find another great camp right next to a lake with no one else around.